It's Hannah, Mrs. Hannah Woolstonome on Instagram and also on YouTube. I thought I'd come back and do my Flosstube number 9, I think it is. Today's date is the 14th. Am I lying? 14th of September. That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah, Saturday the 14th of September 2024, and it's almost my 1 year floss anniversary. I filmed the first Flosstube on the 17th of September last year, so I can't believe it's almost been a year. But then I have had months where I've gone 3 months, 2 months, so just got to film when I can, because I don't like filming when my husband's at home, because it really cringes me. I had a bit of a longish break again, because I've either been away, my back's been killing me, I've been stitching like a crazy lady, or I've had the last 2 weeks I've hardly stitched. So yeah, anyway, let's start with, I've got an FFO. I finished this a while ago, but it's just been sat in my drawer for ages, and it's Official Crazy Cat Lady by Raise the Roof. I just did it on some Ada and did a conversion. I think I've stitched it in CXC, to be honest. And then the little buttons from just another button company. There's the 2 cats at the top, and then there's the bell on that. And it's just in a frame from the range. So yeah, that's up on the wall in the front room now, because we are the Crazy Cat House. It should say that instead of just the Crazy Cat Lady. Oh, you're going to have to ignore my hair as well. It's the right state. I had it hacked off. As you can tell, it's tiny. But I couldn't be bothered this morning, so it's up. So I had a month with crazy starts. I can't remember. I think it was last month. Was it last month? Let's check the stitching book. No, it wasn't last month. Last month was my good month. It was July was me crazy. After I filmed my last Flosstube was me crazy. Let's start everything month. Well, last month was quite good actually. I think I only worked on 4 things all month. That was good. Well behaved for me. And oh, that's the start of September. So it's not looking good, is it? I think I've stitched 1 day. Oh, 2 days, there and there. And then I've been doing a bit of knitting. I'll talk about that later. So the first start is in this lovely bag by Pauline at Jobby Bags. As soon as I saw it with the dream catchers, I had to get it. And this first start, I don't think I've got a picture of it. I might have to insert one. It's Celtic Spring by Lavender and Lace, and it's a very, very small start, but Pam had a finish of it and it's absolutely stunning. I don't even think I've got what my fabric is in here. Hang on, let's have a see. Oh, I have. It is a 28 count even weave called Funfetti from Chromatic Alchemy. I'll show you what that's like now. Now I've stopped faffing. That's the full piece. Oh, it's showing a bit darker than it is actually. And I do believe that I started at the bottom of the chart, because obviously you know me in purple. And I've got a hanging thread. So that is my super teeny weeny start. Well, I suppose it's not that bad for me. I've got worse starts. Excuse me. Got 3 dogs sat here play fighting, and that's Chandler. Off we get. We're not doing that. Off we get. Off we get. If you don't put them all on the floor, the Chandler starts screaming like a banshee, and it's not pleasant. So that's where I got to with Celtic Spring. And it's got like purples and pinks and yellows and blues. It's not that dark. I don't know, it's showing too dark. Hendrix, leave Pearl alone. So that's that one. And that was a new start. And I am putting stuff back in the bags because otherwise I'm just going to get muddled up. And then another new start is in a bag. I love this fabric. It's vinyl front and it's the Simplicity vintage sewing patterns fabric. And it's Janet at the Yorkshire Stitching Retreat Stays in Rastrick. She made them and they're amazing. So that's what started. And it's the Believe Snow Friends banner. Jane, I think she's called Stitching Jane on Instagram. She started the Christmas one for Christmas in July, and wow, it looks fantastic. And Jane got a bit carried away with it, so obviously after that meet-up, I had to start it. And I did get the fabric from Mary, so this is part everything video, because obviously me, I can't hide stuff until I do a new Flosstube. So this is on a piece of, I think it's 20, no it's not, I think it's 32 count. It's from Mary at Create Nostalgia. And it's all DMC, and it just looks fab. So that's all I've done in my bee, but there's so much stitching in that bee. And I think Lynn Lancashire Stitchers started hers as well. I think she's doing the Christmas one that Jane's doing. So yeah, it's brilliant because you can stitch, because the edges are, it is a banding from Create Nostalgia. So the edges are finished on it. So you can start like an inch away from the border and it's just fab. So yeah, I quickly kitted that one up and had to start it after I'd seen Jane's in the flesh. So that was that one. And my next new start was for Lois, our lovely Lois, for her birthday. Everybody was starting, I don't know whose bag this is. I won it in a giveaway, oh gosh, a few years ago from, oh, I can't think of what she's called. Is it Stitching Across the Pond or something like that? And I'm not sure who made the bag, but it's so cute. It's got like love hearts on and love hearts on the inside, and I love the chunky zip on it. And it's even got a little teddy bear. Well, you probably can't see that. It's got a little teddy bear. I'm going to see if I can take it off. It's got a little teddy bear with holding a flower. So cute. So I put this one in there. So for Lois's birthday, Lois was starting Leo. So obviously I'm a Capricorn, so I started Capricorn. Ignore the crinkled up mess that it is. I couldn't find any laminating sheets when I did the photocopy, so yeah, it's a bit of a crinkled mess. So I started Capricorn by Nora Corbett, and I did quite a lot on her, to be honest. I'm quite chuffed with what I've done. And this is on a piece, I think I've got it in my bag somewhere, she says. It's on the other half to what I'm doing Pussy Willow on. So, I'm going to let me put something behind it. So that's where I've got up to. So I've done quite a lot of work on her because it was a new start. And yeah, I'm loving her. But I have noticed that I've done a mistake, but I'm keeping it because, you know me, I love to fudge. So these back stitching lines here and up the other side, it said 210. So I just rolled with it and thought, oh, DMC 210. And then when I looked at Kim's, who'd finished it, Cross Stitch and Cocktails on Instagram, hers were brown, and I thought, what have I done wrong here? And also Emma Shepherd, when I saw her new Flosstube, I thought, I've done something wrong here. And it should have been in Karen Waterlily's 210, so the espresso. Never mind, but I love my purples, so it's staying. So I'm up to like a neck, and I've just started a chin. But everything down here, well, obviously this part of her arm's not, but everything there is done stitch wise. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my progress on that one. So that one's that one. And that was what I predominantly worked on in August. I just got a bit giddy on it, and that's not like me. I had days and days and days stitching on her. But again, that was because my mum had the kids. It was brilliant. My mum had the kids for 20 days in the 6-week holidays. So she had them for 10 nights at her caravan. And then they came back for 4 nights. And then they wanted to go back again. So they went and had a really good holiday at the seaside for most of the 6-week holidays. So when I wasn't in work, I did take a few cheeky days off because don't get many child-free days. So I took a few cheeky days off and stitched, and it was lovely. And this is Cookie, currently having a wash whilst we're on here. And the next new start, this is a bag, a custom made bag by Paula at Hot Trotter Stitches. And I wanted sandcastles and something blue, but we just come up with this on the inside. I thought it might look a bit like splashes of water. But yeah, so this is Seaside Kingdom by Mirabilia. And everybody's seen the Kainan's fabric from Sparklies. That's the fabric from Sparklies. And I'm not doing the border, you know, the green border around, like around the outside of the sandcastle. And Kate from Sparklies said it will fit on a fat quarter of 28 count. So this was another one I worked quite a bit on, but there's a story to it. I'd started in the middle of the fabric, as you can see there, with Krynic, that horrible 150V, and Pam messaged me saying, I don't think it's going to be right, that Hannah. And I said, I don't know what you mean, Pam. What do you mean? And she said, I don't think the C is going to be at the right part on the fabric. So let me fold it up a bit better and then you can see it. And I was like, oh my God, I see what you mean now. So I frogged it. I hated frogging it, but then I was glad I did, because I'd have been devastated if it wasn't at the right part. So I've started to see just on the sand, just as it's going into the sky, done one of the towers on the castle and started the little girl's dress. But this fabric's amazing. I love Sparkly's fabric. Even on even weave, the colours always look brilliant. So yeah, obviously the original Seaside Kingdom is on white, and you don't fill the sandcastle in. So I'm filling it in with, I think Pam said what she was, hang on, I'll check in my bag, for the filling of the sandcastle, and she's using DMC 739, I believe. Let me just double check, because I have kitted it up fully. Yeah, I think it's 739. But yeah, there's everything all bobbinated, all looking lovely. Because since Pam converted me to bobbinating, I cannot stand floss drops. So yeah, that's Seaside Kingdom, another start. Yeah, it sounds like I've done loads of starts, but because it's been so long, everything's all here. And then the next new start, I'm presuming you all know what Fruits of Plenty looks like. Pam finished it. I've seen loads of finishes, and I keep umming and ahhing. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? And I've seen somebody, I'll have to put her Instagram down below, and she stitched it on white with one colour. And I thought, how's she done it with one colour? But she stitched it just as like the outline it is on my frame. I'm going to have to put something behind it. I'll try to. Oh, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Oh, have I got anything white? I need to get a board, really. So I'm not doing like the two colours. I'm just doing the one colour. I'll have to see if it's on my bloody phone, isn't it? Oh, can I think what she's called on Instagram? It's completely gone. But I ordered this fabric from Hobby Jobby. Again, another part of my haul. And I thought I'd ordered just antique white, but when it came, it was awful, and I was a bit gutted. And then I thought, you know what? I love my sparkle. Have you seen me looking through? And it's not showing true to colour, but it is DMC 07. And I did buy the DMC from Hobby Jobby when I ordered, but it's that colour. DMC 7. So it's like a really light brown. And I just thought, oh my God, that's going to look so nice. And when I saw that lady's version of it, I think she's in America. I'll have to try and find it. But I've not taken it off my bars because I've got it just where I want it for now. Because I've managed to go across the top and do the, you know, the border from the first page down. And then all across the top for the width of the chart. But you'll be able to see what I mean about just doing it without the other colour. Because, oh God, this is really hard holding a 30-inch frame up. Here, I'm not filling all that in with another colour. And it just, I don't know, when the full thing looked brilliant. That lady that had done it on Instagram, and it really changed my mind of it. And yeah, that's one of my bits of haul. I'm going to keep saying that because I have got little bits of haul. And this one is a sampler of stitches. And I've lent the charts off a friend from the stitchy group, the Yorkshire Stitching group. And I just love the drawn thread charts. The instructions are brilliant. They're really methodically laid out, and I don't really know how to explain it. They have, like, for each letter, it doesn't move on from each letter until it tells you about the different specialty stitches in each part for A, and then each part for B, and so on. But I've kitted this one from Stash, but what I am going to have to buy, because I wanted to do it in DMC just to cut the costs, really, because I can't afford to be buying full skeins of needlepoint ink silk. So I've got enough DMC to last for a while. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to go on and find a conversion. So I did, and the only thing that I was struggling with, it calls for, just let me have a look in my bag, a Vera Soie Pearly. Well, my French is not the best. So obviously I don't know what that converts to in DMC, if anybody's got any tips, tricks before I order them. And the 103 in a cream as well. So I am going to have to order those. So I started, it'll fit on a piece of 28 count, a fat quarter. So I started it on this beige fabric because Charlotte Stitching with the Kids Around, gave me a piece of what Mary had said the alternative for the call for, I think it's 30 count custard cream, and it just looked too dark. I think it was biscuit, and it was far too dark. So I started it on this beige fabric, and that's where I've got up to. That's 2 days worth of stitching. When I say 2 days, I don't mean 2 days, I mean 2 stitching sessions. So that's where I got up to, but that is so cute, those straight stitches there. But it just looks so dainty, even on 28 count, and delicate. It just, because it's one strand. So yeah, that's I think that's my last start, actually, that I started since my last video. So I'm just gonna put this away and then go on to WIPS. I think that was my last start, she says. Yeah, that was my last start. Got everything balanced because I've got 3 dogs asleep. Just let me tilt it. 3 dogs asleep there, and Betsy must be in the front room with Emma. Excuse me, sorry. And this one, I pulled this out because I kept looking, going, I really need to get back to stitching. I don't know why my stitchy bug has completely disappeared, but I thought I need to get some Halloween out. So I looked at what Halloween stuff I had that was closest to a finish, and it was this one by Waxing Moon Designs, and it's called Simply Halloween. And I bought this fully kitted off eBay, and it had all the buttons with it, the fabric, and all the called for gentle arts, and oh gosh, what other threads is it? I can't remember off the top of my head. Gentle arts and is it? No, hang on, Maria. Gentle arts. Nor me. I'm confused. One says the Gentle Art sampler threads, and then the other one says Simply Shaker. Am I going crazy? I don't really use overdyed threads, but they're the overdyed threads. They're a bit of a mess, but there's some really nice colours, some Halloween-y colours. But that's what I've been stitching on. So here, so it's on my bars at the minute. So there's where I'm up to. I've just literally got to finish the cat, which is here on this E, and then there's a pumpkin here, and then there's a skeleton here, and then a bat there, and then that will be finished. But it does call for, I think it's French knots, but as you can see on the Witch's Cauldron, I've used Delica beads because nobody likes doing French knots. So yeah, that has been what I've been working on. Well, it's been on my frame, to be honest, on my stand. I've literally just took it off. And let me have a look to see if I can, I've got the, right, it's Rainbow Dreams by Silk Weaver, and it's a linen, but it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can really see the colour. It's like a purpley, pinky with like white. I don't know, it's just really nice. So yeah, that's that one. That's the one I've been working on at the minute. Just let me put it back on my stand. So it's just hiding behind here. So that's that one. And I think you can buy them. I think Waxing Moon Designs is on Etsy. I'm sure you can buy them as PDFs now. Yeah, don't quote me on that. And then the next one, in a lovely, again, Pauline from Sobe bags. It's got all strawberries all on it. Is Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride by Nora Corbett. And I can tell you what Capricorn's on now, because that's the other half of the fat quarter. And it is on 28 Count Winter Fae by Paul Stitches. Right, I remember now. It was in a box. Not a box, but one of the special boxes, the fairy box that she was doing. Let me see if I can put it in front of this bag. It's creased, so I don't know what, because when I went to the last stitchy day at Rastrick, I put it in a hoop because I didn't want to take my big needle need stand just for the day like I normally do. So I took my little Nurge Q-snap brain lap stand with a hoop, and I didn't get much stitching done because we were all chatting, but that's what I took with me. So yeah, I worked on some more of the grey, but yeah, it's a really nice blue and pink fabric. And obviously my needle minder from Agnes Little Minders is there. So I started that one when I saw Jenny, the Steady Stitcher on Instagram and YouTube. When she started it, I saw it and she was nearly finished. She has finished it now. But I wanted to start that because it was absolutely beautiful. You can't really see the colours of, you can't really see how nice the colours are on the fronts of the charts. So I started that one. I must have showed you that last time because it's not a start from last time. Yeah. So still on Fancy Ladies, I did a few days on Bellatrix. She's in the packaging by Bella Filipina. And don't do what I did and get the sellotape words stuck to the front of the picture. And this is just in a made by me, quick, covered in cat hair bag a few years ago. And she's still on the frame actually. I've not taken her out because she's, excuse me, because she is done. She is done or everything except what's on the scroll at the minute. So I worked on a hair, finishing a hair around these bits. I don't know if I've still got a few bits left to do, to be honest. And filling in this bit in between the arch. But all that's Krynic. All the inside bits there are Krynic. The border needs finishing to there. And then she needs a fire in her hand. And then obviously a skin. And then beading. But yeah, I did a couple of days on her. Not much, but a few days is better than now. So yeah, that's that one. Right. I worked on this one and I went wrong and I fudged it because I couldn't be bothered trying to find out where it was. And it is The Sorceress by Joan Elliott. And I don't know whether the fabric's a bit warped on mine because, and I've counted it and counted it and counted it. And where I've gone wrong was somewhere in the dress. So the cat, it looks fine now, but it's nothing to do with the crystal ball. So I counted it, and it's looking a bit oval, but I'm going with it because I'm hoping once it's framed and it's stretched, it'll sort it out. And this is on a piece of, not that piece, Supernova by Sparklies again. I love Sparklies fabric. And here, when I can unravel it, oh, it doesn't look as oval on here as it does on my stand. But I finished the bottom two pages, which I think is page 7 and 8. And that was my whip bag just falling on the floor. So I fudged it, but I don't think it looks too bad. The cat's right, it's just the dress that I fudged. So, God, it's hard trying to see around here. So I've just started working up the chair leg. And yeah, I'm loving this fabric. I'll show you the other side because you might be able to see it better without stitching on. Yeah, it's like a grungy blue with purple bits in. It's lovely. Didn't realise how many hanging threads I'd got mined. Might have to show you that again. Oh dear, Hannah. I've just left them because I thought, what's the point in finishing off when the next page... Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. What's the point in finishing them off when the next page they can just be restarted again? So yeah, that's The Sorceress by Joan Elliott. And I do know that Kat from Catkin and Lily, she's... Oh, balls, everything's on floor. She's also started that one and she's got a good chunk of it done. She's up to the where she's actually sat down on the chair and it looks amazing. But yeah, she's a bit of me because she's witchy. I love her. And I really want to get the new one. It was in the Bump in the Night box, I think it was, a Halloween box. And it's called Spellbound, and that's another witchy one, and she's gorgeous. I do love Joan Elliott's charts. And the last whip that I've got to show you is full coverage. I think I did a few nights on this one, and it's my Beauty and the Beast piece from Tilton Crafts. And I am doing the row. Oh God, all needle minders are stuck together. I am doing this Royal Rose method. Can't get it off, the magnets are that strong. Hang on, let me try and get this needle minder off. Yeah, I'm doing it Royal Rose method. And let me fold it up. It is just sky, but I'm not sure whether that's the start of the beast, you know. I'm not sure whether that's the start of the beast's heads, but that is the full width of the chart. So all my bobbins, sorry, my bobbins are the threads for each page. But yeah, you can just see the sky, how it's starting to, you know, the cloudy parts. And then here, let me fold it in half to show you. This bit here, I think that's the start of the beast's head. So I'm just going to carry on across, doing the Royal Rose, because I find it does work for me. It's a lot quicker stitching. Alexa, turn the floor lamp on. It just seems dark in here today, I don't know why. And it is only, what time is it? It's only 11:15 in the morning, but the weather's been really rubbish here in Rochdale. It's been, Chandler, it's either gorgeous or raining. But then yesterday, it was more like autumn. It was really cold, but that's my favourite time of the year. The really crisp, cold, sunny mornings. And yesterday morning, it was about 6 degrees when I set off for work. So, yeah, this weather's just bizarre. But yeah, that's my Beauty and the Beast piece. And I've got that one, that little needle minder there, and then I've got those two keeping them company. But yeah, that's all my WIPS that I've worked on since I last saw you. I think it was the end of July, I think, off the top of my head. So it has been a while. So everything I've showed you, I've tried to remember what haul I've got and what I've not. But I did get this bag last time from Pauline at Sobe Bags. And the zip's not going right, because that's a bit of me. So yeah, I got that one, but me and Charlotte, I'll have to put a picture in because I haven't got the picture. It's a small chatelaine, and I've got this greeny fabric. And when I say small, I mean small. It's 81 by 81 stitches, and it's called, I'll have to put a picture in, Pumpkin Kitty. And these are the colours. And that's all the colours. There is one Petite Treasure Braid, one Karen Water Lilies, and one Karen Wildflower, the rest DMC. And then I got the crystals, the few crystals, I think there's 8 called for, orange and red, and 2 colours of Delica beads for me and Charlotte. So that's all kitted up, ready to go in my Halloween bag. I think we're going to start that at the beginning of October. And my other plan is obviously to start Hocus Pocus with Sarah Stitching Jet sometime in October. And my Deco Rouge voucher came, the Gold Club, I think it was £12.50 a month for a year. And then you got a voucher, like a code. And I literally got these two, and I had to put £5 towards, £5.40 I think it was, towards them. So the first one, because I got the needle minders, that's why. So the first one is I think that's what it's called, Familiarity by She Bee Dragon. And it's got the little needle minder with it there as well. I'm not taking them out because they're all fully kitted. And then this one is Anna Marine Wednesday, because Francesca loves Wednesday, and I also got the needle minder for that. So those are part of my haul. And everything else that I told you about, I can't think of anything else that I've bought off the top of my head. It's just been bits for what I've started. I've been trying to stitch with just EMC if I can help it. Oh, giveaway. Right, yes. From last time, when I had these lovely bags from Paula, the strawberry one. So I am going to put pictures of the winners in because I used the random comment picker before I started my video. So the strawberry one, and I'm going to put the winner up now. So well done. If you can email me, send me a message on Instagram, and I can get that posted to you. So well done. And the Christmas one, and the keyword was Christmas. And I'm going to put the winner in now. So well done. If you can also send me a message, I can get those posted to you. So just a bit of life update. My back's still a problem. Well, it's been an ongoing problem for the last 12 years, but it's been a problem since it flared up, since my grandma passed away, obviously in May. So I'm waiting for a referral to the spinal team again, and Francesca started big school, senior school, high school, whatever you want to call it, where you live, and she's loving it. She's doing amazing. I'm so proud of her. And Emmett went up a year, so he's in year 4 now. He seems too little, but yeah, my babies are getting big. And that's about it, really. I mean, I've been oh no, I've not told you, I got a place at the Yorkshire retreat. I'm so excited. So the Yorkshire retreat is in October, the end of October. So I'm so excited to be going to that. Lois and Lois's friend Elaine, they kept my friend Sam, who runs the Yorkshire Stitching retreats. So I'm sharing a room with Elaine and Lois, and I can't wait because they've become such good friends. All the ladies at Yorkshire, they're amazing. So if you can get to the stitching meet up it's usually the last Saturdays in the month. I think the next one's on the 28th, I think, off the top of my head. The 28th of this month at Rastrick. If you go on the Yorkshire Stitching Retreats Facebook group, I might be able to put a link down below. All the details are in there for the Rastrick meetups. You get your dinner, and everyone's just brilliant. Everyone helps everyone. I just love going. It's great. It's great fun. So Nadine, Nad's X Stitch, came. I've not got the knitting that I started with me, but she was showing socks. I didn't join in because I'm not a knitter, I'm a crocheter. So it took me ages to get my head around knitting. So I sat here ripping them out and starting again. Bloody Myra and Nadine going, what have I done wrong? And bless her, she's been so helpful. She's been brilliant. And I've got to the heel turn. I've done the heel flap. Sorry, the heel flap, then the heel turn. And then I've done the gusset. And I've just done the decreases to start the rest of the foot on one sock. I'm not the quickest, but it's been interesting. Interesting to do something a little bit different. And of course, Francesca's asked for a pair. So this is the pair in this wool. It's like a rainbow wool that Francesca has requested. Oh, I've not shown you this. See, this is what's coming in my head now. All these things that I've not showed you. So Shez at the Yorkshire retreats, she makes these stitch boxes, and they're like jewellery boxes, like travelling jewellery boxes, that she sends you pictures of the fabric for the inside, and she changes it all so it's like a stitching case. So obviously mine's lilac, and I've got it all with some needles in, some scissors, needle minders. I've got a little tiny pen in here, a little dinky pen. some thread conditioner, some a measuring tape, but she's done it in like this batik purple for me. It's gorgeous, I love it. So every time I go to retreat or a stitchy day now, and I've got my snag nabbit and seam ripper, what's it called, that with the where it's meant to be able to, it's like a rubber on the end and you rub it and all the floss comes out, your fabric, you know, the leftover floss. So yeah, that was my other purchase, but it's brilliant because it means everything's in here ready to go. So once you put your stitching up, you can just grab this and you're away. Oh, and I've got a little froggy. Hang on, let me put that down and I can show you. A little froggy. Can you see it? A little froggy counting pin. So yeah, it's fab. So that's from Shez, and I can't wait to go to the retreat. So I've got this one in October, and then we're going to Create Nostalgia with the Yorkshire Stitchers in November, and then next year I'm booked on the Wrexham retreat again with Lois and Elaine. So yeah, that's about it, I think. All I can think of. So hopefully it won't be as long next time. And nice chatting with you all and happy stitching. Bye guys.